Yo, welcome to the Family Bloodline Podcast.
We may be far, but our hearts are connected. Blood so thick, it's one
Girl,
ragged. We
haters gonna
fun,
hate.
sexy, intelligent,
That's what
look
they do. If
crazy.
we don't
And
have no
don't
haters,
say
we ain't
it
doing it
when you
right.
look easy. Come join us and have a
Oh,
good
oh.
time. Join us and have a good time. Come join us
I'm
and have a
good,
good
too.
time. Come join us and have a
My
good
man,
Told y'all it was
time.
gonna be hard.
Family
you had one
bloodline.
job to
I
do.
know.
Family bloodline.
Yeah, so we'll get
Family
them all down,
bloodline.
I
The family
got a business.
bloodline. The family
I
Stay
be like,
home.
nigga, I'm
bloodline.
gone. You
The
hear me?
Yeah.
family bloodline. The family bloodline.
Yo, welcome to the Family Bloodline Podcast. From St. Louis to Atlanta to California and a list of other states in between. From our house to yours, open your doors. I'm your boy Dirt.
And I'm Shay.
Hey, I'm Wanda.
And I'm Jig, also known as Fat. So let's get into it.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Family Bloodline Podcast. Today's topic is going to be all about love and relationships. Ooh. And specifically, we're going to talk about three couples: Cardi B and Offset, Lamar Odom and Sabrina Parr, and Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson. Lord, you want to talk about a mess going on in these
So let me
relationships?
go ahead, check,
Let's
because
get
I
into
should
it
have just let
because
everybody know.
Let's
I don't know
go.
nothing about nothing with any of them.
so first,
I was just going to throw that out there. I've been minding my business.
hey, that's fine. That's why
Mind
we're
my
here together,
business.
so we can teach each other a little bit of
That's
gossip.
right. He said ain't none of my business.
Little
Right.
ratchet radio, huh?
I mind my little business too. I
Let's
mind
get
my
it.
business too. So first, we're gonna start off with Cardi B and Offset.
Okay.
And according to Harper'sBazaar.com, everybody knows that Cardi B filed for a divorce from Offset. Yeah, I'm an Atlanta girl, so it happened very close to me in Fulton County, Georgia. And this was in September 15th to be exact.
Mm.
And according to the court documents, Cardi was seeking primary physical custody and legal custody of their 2-year-old daughter, Culture. So, well, after their divorce news, Cardi and Offset are reportedly back together.
Always. Yep.
Always. So, that's just a general synopsis of what's going on in their relationship. So let's talk about it. I mean, we've all been in relationships where we on and we're off and we're up and we're down, and then the baby pop out and then the corner turn. What do you guys think about it? Because this is not the first time that they've broken.
No, and it ain't gonna be the last.
You don't think it's gonna be the
So
last, Wanda?
no, absolutely not.
I mean, the man reportedly keeps cheating on her.
but look at their life now.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, right? It's alleged.
So let me ask you ladies something.
Okay.
I'm going to ask y'all this, right? So
Whoa.
if you ain't cooking and you ain't cleaning, you ain't doing none of that, but you still getting ring?
She got that wow.
It's about the
That's-
wow.
Yeah, that shit dries up when you get older. So,
But she ain't old yet, though, so she still got a wow.
Yeah, but not everybody else know it. And I don't think he's the only one that's not like stepping out.
And
So
plus being an entertainer as well, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Speaking
she
of
got
that,
the whole
being a-
career. She not the house mom.
I'm speaking on the male perspective, being an entertainer. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, certain situations present themselves where you got to be out there in the public and present yourself, and just being out there, and it ain't nothing but women. Tupac told us back in the day, women. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You grab the women first. The women attracts the males. Once the males come on, your sales go up. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just in music. It's in You name it, actors, they do it, you know what I'm saying? They got a photo shoot or something, you know what I'm saying? So it's everywhere, you know what I'm saying? So women are always around. I, I don't think that, you hinted on it earlier, Jay. We spoke before this and everything about Ray J and Princess as well, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Ray J, another one, you know what I'm saying? He got bad fidelity issues, but at the same time, he's in settings where he ought to be with females, you know what I'm saying?
So
I don't know how
you're
that
saying
looks.
that it's impossible for these celebrity guys who are around all these beautiful women, it's impossible for them to control themselves? Is that what
It's
you're
not
saying?
nothing's impossible if you want to do it.
Yeah, correct. And it's all like alleged stuff. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all.
Well, it's not all alleged.
Well,
Sure,
it ain't
some of it
all.
is definitely true.
I know, but you know what I'm saying. As a man, shoot, once you get caught up, you know what I'm saying. You ain't gonna keep, and you back home. You ain't finna keep doing the same dumb stuff, but keep getting you in the doghouse. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, but what if they think they keep their nose clean for a little minute and they think that the radar is off,
No
and
comment.
then they go back to doing dog shit.
Yeah.
So
No
I'm
comment.
like,
I mean,
Jay, where you at, man? You gotta help me out on this, man. I'm trying to speak for the fellas.
I mean,
You hear me?
it might be hard for Cardi.
I'm
I
on
mean,
it.
I'm trying to speak for the fellas. You know
I
what I'm
tell you
saying?
guys,
I'm
it's
just
a
listening. I'm just listening because
All right, take it in for a second.
some that I've come to notice, right? First off, we don't always just automatically consider walking out or stepping out on a relationship that we're in with somebody. If we spend time with a woman and we getting to know her, that's where we want to be. But what often happens is sometimes throughout that small little journey that you're taking, somebody stops doing something in the midst of things happening. And it's not always that this happens, but when one person stops doing something and somebody else on the side of doing something, somebody gonna look over and be like, hey, I remember she used to walk like that when we first dated.
Do you hear me?
She still walk like that. You just don't know.
You hear me?
See it in the beginning.
I'm just saying. No, because sometimes the walk is just like, you know what? It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna put only half of my bra on. These panties I got on, these shit's gonna go up past.
How you put on half a bra?
I'm just saying, I'm gonna go up past my belly button.
Okay, but at the same time, while we
no
doing
swinging this whatsoever. So I'm not saying it's justified by any stretch.
Right,
okay,
right.
but my thing is like,
I'm
okay,
just
but
speaking
nobody's looking at. Okay, that might be true. She might not doing all that stuff she was doing at the beginning because now we got to take care of you. We got to take care of a baby. We got to take care of a household and keep our career going.
Yeah.
So that gives you the right to like, okay, because I'm not, I can't wear the sexy panties today because I didn't finish laundry. Because your 2-year-old over here writing on my walls, and I don't want you come home throwing in a fit, and you still want to eat. And so,
and I'm tired. I just got saved.
Right, and these are the panties I got. So since I got on my granny period panties today, I'm not sexy no more. Is that what it is?
No, but see, that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? We don't get the women. You know what I'm saying? Our woman ain't telling us this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She just got on the granny panties, and we like, hold on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so communication is really key in everything. You know what I'm saying? And
I agree.
That's where the lines get blurred at right there. You know what I'm saying? There don't be no communication no more. Like, hold on, if I come home, I should come home and be like, why you got on them granny panties? You know what I'm saying? You be like, well, play, I ain't do finish the laundry because your kid was drawing on the wall, and you know what I'm saying. So,
and
a lot of that.
That's why I love this podcast because we are family, we are cousins, so we don't have some weird separation, or we don't go into this weird gray area of, ooh, she pretty, maybe I could her one day. So I'm not gonna say certain things. Like, we can really be honest with each other because we're family. We're first cousins, everybody. First cousins. So there's no tension in between our relationship like that. We can really be honest with each other,
Okay, so like back on the subject, Shay, you said that they're back together now, right?
Yes.
So how many times is she supposed to forgive him at this point?
He bought her a car, G. He bought her a car and they got back together.
That's the question.
Let me time y'all out. It ain't even about how many times is she supposed to forgive him, but it's also about putting each other or getting away from a specific toxic ass cycle. If you know you toxic with somebody, I don't care what kind of car you get a joker. they're gonna be toxic. If they was toxic yesterday, and they woke up and put on the same pair of pants and underwear that they had on the day that same yesterday, they're gonna be the exact same type of toxic.
Yeah.
So it's not even about how many times she gonna forgive him.
But the thing is, though, they're not just boyfriend and girlfriend. They're married.
With a 2-year-old.
With a child.
Well, okay. People take that out of vain though.
And they're public figures. So
okay.
Does that change anything, y'all think?
I mean, I think it should. I mean, obviously they're not gonna have the traditional relationship because they're not traditional people. You know.
How many cars can a person buy you that equates out to being the sum total of your peace of mind?
Happiness.
Say that again for me, Stinky.
How many cars can somebody buy you that comes out to being the sum total of your peace of mind?
0. Oh, what do you mean? That's not possible.
Hold on.
Exactly.
You're basically saying,
wait a minute.
Let
me play devil's advocate here.
No.
If he buys the Tesla, the SUV Tesla, because that I might be able to deal.
He can cheat on you a couple times for a Tesla.
If I can go outside,
presidential bourbon. You see what I'm saying? If somebody
if I can go outside and get in that Model X. If I can go outside and get in that Model X, I might be okay for a minute.
Hey, some girls like that.
Talk your spit. You know what I mean? You talk your spit because that's what I'm talking about.
If that's the case, if you got a price tag on it,
I'm
just
kidding.
Exactly.
No, I mean nothing compares to your peace of mind. Nothing.
Yeah.
No, I mean because that's a real statement. Because some people. The more that you buy somebody, sometimes the more you end up they can deal with. And
that's
then,
where the term gold digger came from.
Yeah.
No, I think I can hop in that bourbon and hit me about 2 hours on the road, and you know what I'm saying, do what I do.
2 hours on the road to the next bitch house is where you going. Is what we
say all that.
That's what I'm saying. You gonna hop in that bourbon to the next bitch house where you got that peace of mind at. That's what's gonna happen.
I got you.
There are some side chicks that are successful for a reason. And some side dudes that are successful.
And I can just say, in a past life, I was a successful side chick. In a past
That's why we good people. So we all been there. I guarantee we all been good side pieces. You hear me?
Yes, I was great.
I went home. Got me some good sleep. You hear me? Went to work the next day. Hey.
Sometimes there aren't feelings involved, not to the point where
and that's another thing that that irritates me about, I'm not gonna say but it's crazy to me about the male ego. And they were like, oh, you must have loved him. No, it wasn't even about love, baby. It was nothing about that.
I think it's ego in general. Yeah. I think it's ego in general, not just male ego, but I've dealt with a situation. I've been in a situation to where I was like, you know what, this ain't no good for me. It ain't no good for me. And
that be it, and it be just that.
Yeah. And I got bombarded with like, well, then you trash. What? More than I was cool. It was all gravy. But now, because I can touch your ego a little bit, young lady, and I ain't gonna deal with it as I'm trash. Okay, I'll be trash. I'm fine with that.
Right. And then they be like, no, it couldn't have been this, that. It couldn't have been just that. How come it couldn't? Because I'm a female?
Oh, another topic you spoke on, Che, Lamar Odom and Sabrina.
Yeah, let's get
I got on my Clippers hat, you know what I'm saying? Ironic. Lamar Odom,
So what's going on with them? What's that about?
So let's get into that topic. Okay. About 10 days ago, which was November 4th, Sabrina kind of called off their relationship. She posted an Instagram on November 4th, which said, y'all know I'm honest and transparent, so I have to be the first to let you guys know that I am no longer engaged to Lamar. This has been a difficult decision for me to make, but it is the best for myself and my children. I mean, I don't know if you guys know the backstory, but
I don't, but I'm willing to hear it. Fill me in. Like what was Craig David, Candy, one of Candy's favorite artists.
Yes, he was.
So fill me in.
Well,
okay, since I think I'm like the sports guy, like Lamar Odom, you know what I'm saying? He was big time in his NBA career, you know, defensive player of the year, all this, you know, he got all these accolades and everything, but at the same time, nobody ever knew that he was dealing with drug addiction. You know what I'm saying?
Heavy drug addiction.
That
was back when he was dating Khloe, but we're gonna get on Khloe later.
Okay. Heavy drug addiction. So, I think we kind of need to speak about Khloe first. You know what I'm saying? To go to Lamar Odom for real, because for us, like Lamar Odom, you know,
you know, the thing is this isn't new to most people. A lot of people do know what's going on. So.
Yeah, so I know the part about, you know, I'm familiar with Odom, and I'm familiar-ish with Khloe Kardashian, and I'm familiar with the whole Bunny Ranch thing, you know, his OD and all of that other stuff, the hospitalization.
Correct.
Basically, they were together and broke up.
Yeah,
had a
and
bad
then they split. And that's where the story ends for me. I fall completely off the Yellow Brick Road. I don't go any further in Kansas or the Oz land whatsoever. I'm just there. I'm done. Right there. That's it.
So it picks up with Sabrina. Yeah, so it picks up with Sabrina. And Sabrina is the new lady in his life, like Che was saying. And
she helped him get into rehab and stuff, right?
Khloe helped him get into rehab and everything. Yeah. But Sabrina been there in his corner since
he coaching him and trying to be, you know, that
you know what I'm saying,
person in the corner.
So they reached like they 1 year engagement or whatever, and that's when she called everything off because she was like she could no longer help him because his drug addiction was stronger than anything. And Jig, you know, dealing with, you know, drugs in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? You know how addiction is. Addiction is huge. It takes over everything, you know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
So she was gonna back off, you know. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, speaking of that, to go on with this eonline.com article, Sabrina went on as she was talking about Lamar, saying that he has some things that he alone needs to work through. And she didn't get specific. She also stated that I love him deeply, but I'm no longer able to be by his side while he seeks the help he so desperately needs. I wish him all the best, and I'm asking that you pray for everyone involved. So apparently got to a breaking point. Maybe he relapsed. I haven't heard any specific.
I don't think it was even so much of a relapse. I don't think he ever actually dealt with the drug addiction in the first place.
So y'all think he was still using?
No, I think he just took a break, you know.
Yeah.
And that demon came back up.
Shit, like I beat that. I'm an athlete. Man, them athletes still like they just so higher and just on just so much more of a platform than everybody physically. I mean, they are physically, but you know what I'm saying? Health is health. You know what I'm saying? You never know when it attacks you, and then when you're doing what you're doing, that shit adds up.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, but everybody should know that, of course, they're back together now. It's only been 10 days.
No,
they back together.
But they are back together. I was just letting you guys know what happened. But they have officially gotten back together. Like we're talking
about. We're talking about. He's still toxic.
Should I stay or should I go though? That's love. That's relationship.
Okay. That is not love. Let's not get that misconfused.
Love, as in the term that people use to encompass this whole generality.
That's false. That's a false narrative. That's a very fictitious thing.
That's true.
Again, for me being a person who I push forward going outside of traditions, right? Now, I absolutely believe in unconditional love on the condition that I'm able to love myself as well, right? Yeah. Because if I'm in a situation and it gets to the point to where I'm with an addict, and that addict won't stop using, and it's begun to deteriorate my quality of life, my mental stability, my kids' quality of life,
All
their
of it.
mental stability. Well, then that unconditional love again bleeds over to me, also loving myself and my kids, and I have to remove myself from that situation. So all
Absolutely.
of this, oh, that's just love. You gotta stick by people's side. Nah, damn that. That's a traditional. That's a traditional lie, and that's what gets people killed.
Okay.
That's what happens in the end. So nah.
I'm gonna
Uh,
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go and say like, okay, so he was better with her as far as his addiction was going from what I saw when I was actually following, this whole thing. She made him better. And I'm guessing that he pleaded with her at some point since they're back together. Like, you know that you make me better, which everybody saw that she did.
Mhm.
And,
She
you
knew that.
know, right. And like, and if she leaves, and and that goes with I'm guess oh, I don't wanna go here, but if something had happened to him because she left, God forbid, I
right.
don't think that it's
Gotta disagree again. I have to disagree again. I have to. She probably motivated him to want to do better,
hmm
but after a while, it comes down to a personal decision and discipline and the ability to fight that addiction and be honest with yourself.
You need help, Jid.
Yes, you absolutely need help, but
Need help.
that help can't come
and
in the
she was his
form.
help.
That was his
Well,
support
hold on.
system. I
And
go ahead,
I'm
go.
not. I'm not taking that out of the picture whatsoever. I am
No,
not
no,
because
no.
absolutely, yeah, absolutely, a person needs help. A person needs assistance, as especially an addict that's in recovery. They need a reminder. They need somebody to help push them. Right?
hmm
I got
Oh
that.
yeah.
I got that. Now, the difference between me personally, me personally, the difference between a recovering addict and an addict is that recovering addict wakes up every day and says, I could fall back into the same trap. Help me not do that.
Yeah.
But a person who's still addicted says, I might fall back into that trap. And it's cool if you have me, if I have you around for a little bit so I can see you. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to end up going off. I'm falling off on a deep end.
Okay, so back to Lamar and what's her name, Sabrina.
Mhm.
So,
Yes.
do you think she went back because of his addiction to make sure that he stays clean, or to help him stay clean, or did she go back because she didn't want that guilt if something was to happen to him? That was
My
my
count,
question.
Those are
like I
two
say, like I
options.
say,
20
go
more
ahead, say.
options past that point, you know. Who knows why she went back, you know?
Okay,
Like
so
We
my,
never really
okay,
know why
if your
people go
significant
back
other
to, you
was
know.
if your significant other was an addict of whatever their vice is, what would you do?
And you never really can say until, but my thing about Sabrina specifically is that she knew this man's addiction before she even got into a relationship with him.
That's
You
true.
know, which really is a whole nother subject, you know. So she knew what she was coming into. So maybe, yeah, maybe she
no, she actually
did,
thought he
you
was
know.
past that. She thought he passed
Yeah.
that.
Well, but she
And that's
knew
where she
his
was wrong.
history of it though.
Yeah, and like, yeah,
And
I'm like,
as
that
a
was quite naive because
yeah,
everybody knows that once an addict, always an addict.
You always an
exactly.
addict. You always
Exactly.
going
Yeah.
to be
So
that.
she knew what she was getting
Can we
into.
really say that though?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, well, as we can see, we just want to send out our prayers to Lamar. You know, everybody pretty much has someone dealing with addiction, and we're just going to send out our prayers to him. In the
Absolutely.
meantime, let's go ahead and talk about Miss Khloe Kardashian and Mr. Tristan Thompson.
Okay.
So,
They did an interview pretty recently
My
off of
second best Kardashian.
online.com. And
His second best Kardashian.
the interview was with the interview Malika, and they're stating online that it was clear that the basketball player regretted his past behavior.
hmm
Um, He stated that we're in a good place, we're in a good space, but obviously, I lost my partner in crime. He called her my Taco Tuesday buddy. Talking about Khloe.
And
And
who
he's
is this
like,
one?
huh?
Tristan Thompson, that's the player in him.
Yeah.
Tristan Thompson, my bad.
And then he went on to say, it's like, damn, when it hits you, it hits you hard. And then, while he continued to open up to the interview, Malika, he acknowledged that Khloe sacrificed the world for him and called his bad behavior immature. Yeah, that contributes to it. He said he put a lot of weight on opinions that didn't matter. He put a lot on it. It's okay to be deeply in love. You don't lose your manpower. He also shared that while he had a tough journey ahead of him, everything was not lost. And he also declared that I want my baby back. I want my queen back. Okay.
Flat out.
So now that we have a little bit of what Tristan said during the interview, let's talk about a little bit what Khloe had to say. It says by the end of the episode, Khloe Tristan, they had a heart-to-heart about the state of their relationship. At the start of the conversation, Khloe recognized the change in Tristan, but feared it was was not a permanent moment. But according to Tristan, he said he grown to a point where he knew what he wanted, and that was Khloe. Still, Tristan understood Khloe's reservations. And here's a response from Khloe. I guess they asked Khloe how she felt about him at this point, and she said, "Do I love him? 1,000,000%. Am I in love with him currently? No. But would it be great if I could have that fairy tale ending? Yeah, of course. Just because you have with someone also doesn't mean you have to stay with someone if it's not the best fit, So ultimately, she's hopeful is what I'm getting from this, and she's just saying that right now I'm giving the best that I can give, and I'm trying. I feel like we're in a good place, and there's progression, and there's some forward momentum. So that's what the relationship is now, as far as Khloe and Tristan is concerned. But everybody knows that Tristan, he cheated on her, and then they had a
big player.
There was another scandal that came out when Tristan was caught kissing one of Khloe's sister's best friend, Jordan. So that was the big scandal. He kissed one of her friends. Yeah, he kissed one of her friends. So they broke up. But then when quarantine happened, right? Oh, everybody slowly falling back in love again. So at this point, they're having an interview with Malika on eonline.com. And I guess they're working it out. Sounds like they're slowly trying to work it out. What y'all think?
I'm gonna start off by saying I wish them the best of luck. And when you was reading that in my head, I was going off, and then on one side I was going off. On the other side, I had to say, "Who hurt you so bad?" What are you so upset about? He cheated on her.
Right? Hey, welcome to the woman's world. Like, you cheating on me. How are you the one that's sad? You the one over here.
You're the ultimate player. You can get away with certain things in certain situations. You see what I'm saying? That's why I applaud this man. You know what I'm saying? With your partner, you know what I'm saying? And you know, but going back to my earlier statement, this is my second best Kardashian. Courtney, I love you. If you know what I'm saying, you read my podcast, you read our podcast, I love you.
Ooh.
But Courtney is, you know what I'm saying, number one. Khloe is.
You know they all like black guys, so.
I'm going to throw a caveat out there for my cousin, because we are not inviting you to the family reunion.
Okay.
Y'all y'all people got too much going on. Y'all keep that shit to yourselves.
You're gonna have to pay us for it to come to our family.
We gonna send him to y'all. Y'all can't come to us.
See, Courtney ain't messy.
Ooh, baby.
Courtney ain't messy, and she gonna show up with Khloe. You know what I'm saying? And Khloe ain't messy. You know what I'm saying?
But y'all,
she was just trying to hold some good brothers down, and they all you know.
Yeah, she was, but at the same time, I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm just gonna put it out there. She dragged that little girl. She dragged this little girl like she was married to the little girl. You know what I'm saying? She was married. She was with Tristan,
right?
But she dragged the hell out of Jordan.
That's what a lot of women do.
Hold up. She beat the chick up.
She ain't beat her up.
She
in the media.
She went on her Instagram.
Not a skull drag. It was just a drag. She threw some shade.
She was on Twitter. She was on Twitter bashing this girl. She was on Instagram bashing this girl. On any social media outlet, she was bashing this girl. Like she was married to. Like that girl signed papers.
Well, the question is,
that girl loyalty was not to Khloe.
No. I'm not defending the chick that got drugged, but the question is, I would defend Khloe a little bit because what did Tristan tell her? Right?
Exactly.
I told you who
the
Tristan
thing
is.
was they were supposedly at a party. Tristan had a party. Somebody had a party, and Jordan, which was the best friend of one of Khloe's sisters, I forget if it was Courtney or
I think it was like Kylie or somebody.
Tristan didn't know that.
Friend. She came
No,
to
he
the
knew.
party,
He knew.
party. Came to
he knew exactly
party.
who she was.
Player.
So they came.
She came. This guy was a straight
party. And at some point in the night, everybody got drunk allegedly, and Tristan and Jordan kissed. They had a kiss.
What?
And so it became a big scandal in Khloe, because that wasn't the first scandal that Tristan was involved in. So at that point, she was like,
when he woke up in the middle of the night and put on his pants and like, I gotta go.
Like, you can't fuck with
you
don't know. You gotta mess with somebody that's a best friend to my sister. Like, I can't even ignore to fight it at this point, you know. So that started
they were already attracted to each other. Like, they've already had been in each other. They've been in the same circle. They were already like, there is no way that this, oh my God, I slipped and fell on his dick. No, it was none of that. There was none of that. What it was, they were already, and I believe that they were already probably talking. It probably been a little bit of inappropriate texting here and there. It might have been not an everyday thing. But I'm thinking this had already been going on for quite a minute, and the opportunity presented itself, and he hopped on it.
But it's not even, because also something that came out recently was that Khloe met Tristan through a friend of Khloe's named Larsa. Larsa was a friend of Khloe's, and one day she brought her then boyfriend to the party. Huh?
Khloe bigger than all of them.
So Larsa brought her boyfriend Tristan to a party where Khloe was at, and Larsa said a week later, Khloe and Tristan was together.
So her name was on the list. He knew
that just
who
came
the
out
biggest baller
recently.
was at that. He was balling with LeBron James on that championship.
So okay, Chase. So what you just said was he was with the girl Larsa.
Yeah.
And then Larsa brought him to a party where Khloe was at.
Yeah.
Oh, well then shit, you lose them how you get them.
But Larsa and Khloe was supposed to be
was like, hold up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and scratch your name off. Let's next up. It jumped about 14 people. Khloe, hey, I got an opening.
Okay.
I salute that player. You hear me? You see my black face, nigga. I salute that player.
I'm not bad.
I'm the list right here, and it's time. It's time. No, don't worry about that week ago. I love you today.
Okay.
Today, I'm
my thing is like, I'm not bad.
I loved you From the time you walked through that door, I smelled your butt, and I was in love with you.
Maybe these
I was
celebrities
done.
and their relationships is just way too much for me. So
It
are we gonna
is.
get on to the next thing or what?
Relationships are a lot. But
Let's get it,
I'm not bashing no party involved. I'm just gonna say that because I've played a part in each one of these scenarios. I've been the side chick, I've been the one that's cheated on, and I've been the player.
Right.
I've been all of these.
I think we've all
So
had experiences and all.
so I mean,
I always been a player.
boy, shut your ass up.
What I'm saying is, it ain't mine. So
Damn, cuz I always been a player. You see what I'm saying?
Boy, get out of
I had
here.
my options. I always choose my options. You know what I'm saying? And that's what them celebrities do. Celebrity ball players, they gonna pick my option. Yeah, I got Khloe, but
I mean,
Like
can
you
you
said,
not
like
mess with my best
my
friend
thing,
though?
my thing is like I've been Jordan, I've been Chloe, and I've been Tristan. So I
which one
can
less
speak.
of a headache? That's what they dealing with. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
all
Which
a
one
headache,
less of a
man.
headache? I gotta go out here and ball for the public. You know what I'm saying? I can't be dealing with my, you know what I'm saying, my chick
Yeah.
and my side
Well, how you
chick.
feel like
I
Cardi
gotta-
B feel? She a superstar too, but she got to come home and do how
Cardi
many?
B a superstar.
Exactly, just like Tristan and Lamar
Yeah.
was. We can turn the
Men are always,
as far
and
as
that's the
careers
that's
go.
that's the difference. Men gonna always be on that pedestal higher than women.
Okay,
You know
whether
what I'm
they
saying?
got money or not.
Correct. You know what I'm saying? So
But
that's
I
an
honestly think with
argument that's going.
the whole Cardi B and Offset thing, I knew the Migos as the Migos, and the only one I knew before Cardi B got with Offset was Quavo. I didn't know what the hell an offset was. I didn't know what a preset, onset,
And that's
Take
inset.
off.
I don't know
argument.
whatever, whoever.
Not a
I only
preset
knew,
onset.
girl. I don't
What do you
know.
do?
I don't
Take
know.
off.
Okay,
Offset.
so
Quavo.
the only person I knew was Quavo, was of the Migos, and before Cardi B, I had no idea who the fuck Offset was.
That's what a lot of people
So
say. A lot of people say that
What?
Cardi B makes Offset's career. Cardi B
he's
makes
in. That's what I believe
not the
that
other
too.
way around.
No,
Offset
Hold
made
on.
Cardi B.
I
No,
believe
they
that
had
also.
They had Versace out way back in the day, way before Cardi B was still a stripper when they had Versace.
And
Versace.
again, I knew Migos, and I knew who Quavo was. Them other two,
Mm-hmm.
Hold
But
on.
they the Migos though.
So it sounds like you're dealing with a little bit of that Drew Hill syndrome because everybody know Cisco. But who are two guys?
no.
But
I know Nokia, I know Jazz,
No.
and I know Woody, baby. I know
so
all
I'm just
Drew
saying,
Hill.
maybe you got a problem with them cats. I don't know. But what all I'm saying is, I'm finna Trump you. Because somebody know the boom the
Don't do
greatest.
the Trump again. Don't do
You
the
know the boom
Trump.
the greatest.
Okay.
So the question. So she was she with two dudes in the same group?
No, she was only with Offset.
Yeah, thank you guys. Well, that was a great conversation for tonight. Our topics, we went from love and relationships with celebrities all the way to our personal lives, our family lives, and I had a good time talking tonight about
Me
those
too.
things.
I love you
Yeah.
guys.
Hey.
Love y'all too.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching this segment, guys. We hope to see you next time on the Family Bloodline. Okay.
Peace.
Bye.